Hi, this is Devinder Singh with Byteline, and in this video, we're gonna show how to do web scraping with pagination and then export that data to Webflow CMS. So this is the site Coinbase prices, and we're gonna scrape this table. It has multiple pages here, and then we're gonna export this data to my Webflow CMS account. So on Webflow, I have this collection crypto coins, and this is all the data that we need. Okay, so let's start. So I'm going to name it Coinbase pagination to Webflow. And as a trigger, I'm going to pick scheduler. So let's run it once a day. Now the next node is web scraper. The URL of the website is pretty straightforward. So we're going to just paste it here. And now for the data from this table, I'm going to enable the Byteline's web scraper Chrome extension. I have already installed it, so I'm just going to enable it. So we're gonna get the name, symbol, price, percentage change, and the market cap. Okay, so let's start with name. So you just take your cursor to the element that you want to scrape and double click. And then this menu shows up, and in this case we're gonna use copy text. And then once you copy, so you just come over here in the black box and click and paste the XPath here and click on add array field. So add array field because we have multiple instances of this data on the page. As this is a table, so we want to scrape each row of this table. Okay, so now let's give the name. So this is gonna be coins, and this is a JSON array which will hold all the coins. And then this one is the name of the coin. And now the next thing is the symbol. And then price. And then percentage change. And then the last one is market cap. Okay, so these are all the fields that we need. So now let's go into pagination. So to configure pagination, you have to come to this actions component and expand it. So this is the pagination XPath. And if you read here, XPath of the pagination's next page button. So going over here, it shows all the pages here. And what we are looking for is the next page button. So this is the button. And you take your cursor over there and then again double click and then do copy text and then paste it over here. So this is the element that we got. And now let's just scrape 2 pages just to keep the length of this video short. And then let's save the data. So that was the web scraper. So now the next thing that we want to do is add web scraper. Sorry, not web scraper, but Webflow CMS. Right, so now let's configure this node. So this is the so I already have connected to my Webflow CMS account, so I can see the sites and collection. So in my case, the site is Byteline Showcase. And the collection is crypto coins. Okay, and these are all the fields that I have in that CMS collection. So now the first thing we need to do is we need to use loop over in this case because we have multiple coins and we want to insert data for each coin in the Webflow CMS. So you check this loop over, and now you can use this select variable tool. If you can notice where my cursor is, so select on that. And then for loop over, you can only select array fields. So in this case, the coins is our array field. So if you remember, we named the array as coins, and these are all the fields that we selected. So we're gonna pick coins, and now let's pick these things. So for Webflow CMS slug value, I'm gonna use the symbol. And then you don't have to use the select variable, or you don't have to open the select variable tool for each of the nodes. If you just remember the name of the field, you can just stop typing it, and then this will show, and you can just pick the matching value. So in my case, price, and for market cap, it's this, change name, and again this is gonna be the symbol. Okay, so we specified all the fields, and now on the Webflow CMS side, so if you see here, price, market cap, and percentage change, these are all number fields. So what we have to do here is you insert the number function. So you just start typing it, and it will show as autocomplete options. So you just pick that. Same for market cap. So this function converts this text data into number. So that is required. Otherwise, Webflow CMS will reject the data. Okay, so that's all the configuration of our fields. So now let's look into the advanced section. So we need to change the value for the updates. So here it says skip updates. But basically, when this scheduler runs every day, we want to override the values, right? Otherwise, we won't get the right pricing. Okay, so now let's save the data and then deploy it and then run. So let's wait for some time for this flow to complete, and then we can look into the Webflow CMS to see the data. Okay, so web scraper is complete. So if we see, this is the data we got. Okay, so now Webflow CMS update is also complete. So now let's look into the information. So it made 60 inserts. So because we have 30 coins on each page, and we got 2 pages. And now let's look into the Webflow CMS data. So let me just refresh this. Okay, let's go to coins. Okay, so these are all the coins that I got. Okay, so thanks a lot for watching this video. I hope you will find it useful. Thank you.